Every time you break a promise to yourself, your confidence, it remembers. Okay? All right? And that's where we're going to start off this morning. Yeah. All right. All right. If I had to give today a subtitle, it would be simple. You don't rebuild confidence by talking yourself into believing. How many want today you want to build confidence? Like you really want to grow in your confidence. Maybe, you want to start to believe in yourself. This is a good subtitle for you. You don't rebuild confidence by talking yourself into believing. It's going to make sense here in a second of what I mean. Okay? You rebuild it by becoming someone your own mind can trust. There's something you have to do, not just talk it. You got that old song, walk it like you talk it like you walk it, whatever. I can't remember it, but I just remember it used to be a song back in the day. I want you to do me a favor and comment one word, trust. Comment one word for me, trust. Trust, trust. Comment that word for me, trust. 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 All right. Again, I want to say good morning or grand rising to everybody. I want to talk about confidence this morning, but probably not the way that you normally hear people talk about confidence. Because when people say, I need more confidence, we start thinking about believing in yourself, speaking positive affirmations, or looking in the mirror and saying, I can do this. And there is nothing wrong with affirmations. I believe in it. I have a journal that you can get. It's called the TRA, the Reset Affirmations. But sometimes your confidence problem that you have is not that you haven't said enough good things about yourself. I want you to pay attention to this because male and female, we have confidence issues. We stay with the same person because we believe that we're not good enough to get a new person. We stay in the same job. We stay in the same point of life because we believe that we are not good enough. Are you listening? I'm just saying. Sometimes what it really is you don't trust yourself. For whatever reason, for whatever thoughts, you don't trust yourself because you keep making promises to yourself and breaking them. I'm getting up early tomorrow, and you don't. I'm going to start working out, and you stop. I'm going to save money. And this next month, I'm going to save money. And then you spend it. I'm not going back. I promise you, I'm never going back there again. And you go back. Then you says, I'm going to finish what I started. Are you listening? And you leave it unfinished. Sometimes you even tell yourself, look, I'm not even going to answer when they call me. I'm going to stop answering them. I'm just going to give up. I'm cut them off just like God want me to do. And then they call and then you answer. Some people, you said, I'm going to work on my business tonight. Tonight comes and you scroll for 3 hours. And here is what make these promises different. Nobody else may know that you broke them. I want you to listen to me what I'm saying, because this is important for your growth. This is what makes these promises different. Nobody else, they know that you break them or you broke them, but you know, you do. Your mind remembers, your confidence remembers, and after enough broken promises, the next time you tell yourself, I'm going to do better, I'm going to do it, something inside of you says, are you? Have you ever been talking to a person and you tell somebody what you're going to do and you hear your mind tell you, now, I don't know why you lying to these folks. Woo, sometimes your carnal mind, while you be talking, your carnal mind or your mind be saying, I don't know why you lying to these folks. You just sitting there telling these folks a lie. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, this be real life. I'm serious. I cannot be the only person that have heard that voice say, now come on now, you ain't doing that. You tell them people, look, I'm going to call you right back. You know good and well you ain't calling them right back. You say, look, stay by your phone. I'm going to call you right back. You know good and well. But sometimes in life you tell yourself, I'm going to do it. And something inside of you says, are you? Are you sure about that? Because you have heard yourself say this before. Write this down very quickly for me. Write this down very quickly for me. Every broken promise to yourself becomes evidence against your own word. Every broken promise to yourself becomes evidence against your own word. Yes. Some of you do not need another motivational speech. You don't. Some of you, you need to rebuild credibility with yourself. Because confidence is not only, I believe I can. Confidence is also, I trust myself to do what I said I would do. Are you listening? Are you listening? And here is the good news though. If broken promises can weaken self-trust, broken promises, if it could weaken self-trust, kept promises, it can rebuild it. They say, dang, Mark, how could I really start to really build confidence in myself? Kept promises can rebuild confidence in yourself. If you're ready to rebuild that type of trust this morning within yourself, I want you to come in the word trust. If you're tired of being a procrastinator, if you're tired of telling yourself you're going to do this and do that and you never do it, do me a favor really quickly and come in the word trust. Not only that, I want you to share this live this morning with at least 5 people. Definitely like this live. Send those heart me's. Yeah. That's what I want you to do. Send those heart me's today. Share this live with somebody who's going to need it, because we're talking about confidence today. And there are some people that needs to hear a positive word in the morning when we get up. Now, this is not about being perfected this morning. I want to set the room straight. This is not about perfection. You're going to have bad days. Plans will change. Life will happen. Sometimes you genuinely cannot do what you intended to do. That is not what we're talking about. What we are talking about and discussing this morning is patterns. A pattern of constantly negotiating with commitments you made to yourself. That's what we're talking about. And it's so dangerous when the promises is only between you and you. Did you just hear what I just said? That is a very dangerous thing. When the promise is only between you and you, you start treating it like it doesn't matter. If your boss expects you at 9, you get there. I'm just saying. If your flight leaves at 7, you get there. If somebody is important waiting on you, you show up. But when you are the person waiting, suddenly being late becomes acceptable. Listen to what I'm saying this morning. When you are the person who needs something from you, suddenly commitment to yourself becomes optional. Now, this is the same person who says that, I feel like I should be important to people. I feel like that people should respect me and people should do this and that. But I would ask you, and I would be very clear. I would be very clear when I say this. How are you treating yourself? Think about this. Some of us, we give strangers more. We give strangers, we give them more than we give ourselves. More reliability. And then we wonder why we don't trust ourselves. Have you ever asked yourself, like, man, do I really trust myself? This morning, we're about to get ready to crush that. We're about to get ready to reset that this morning. Write this down. The way you treat commitments, nobody else can see, is teaching you how seriously you take yourself. Write that down. The way you treat commitments that nobody can see is teaching you how seriously to take yourself. And so this morning, my goal with you this morning is to help you rebuild self-trust, is to help you rebuild some confidence in yourself. That is my absolute goal this morning. I want to start off with a scripture from Daniel chapter 1, verse 8. Daniel chapter 1, verse 8. All right? Daniel chapter 1, verse 8. Bible says, but Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portions of the king's meat, nor with wine which he drank. In Luke chapter 16, verse 10, Luke chapter 16, verse 10 says, he that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much. Now, I'll give you another reference that I want you to look up at another time. Is Daniel chapter 6, verse 10. Now, when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into the house, and his windows being opened, and in his chamber toward Jerusalem, he kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave God thanks before his God. And he did aforetime. Now, I want to give you a little story about Daniel. I want you to tune in because this is going to get very interesting. Daniel, when you read about him in the Bible, he was taken into Babylon. Okay? He was taken into Babylon. Daniel was living in an environment that he did not choose. Are you listening? Daniel was living in a new culture. He was living up under a new authority. He was living with new expectations. They expected him to do things, new pressure. And the king provided food and wine for Daniel and the other young men. But the scripture says something very important about Daniel. Are you listening? Yeah. Let me get him out of here real quick. Okay. Thank you for that. Daniel's 1:8 says, Daniel purposed in his heart. Before we talk about what Daniel did, I want you to just look closely at what Daniel decided to do. He established something internally. He made a commitment, and he decided, there are certain things I will not compromise. I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying very quickly. And then the opportunity came to break the commitment. Nobody back home from where Daniel was, they would know. Because his environment had changed. He could have just justified it. Like, yo, this is what they put in front of me, and I didn't know. He could have said, hey, this is Babylon. Everybody else is doing it. Like, it's legal here. Everybody else can do it. He could have even said, look, I don't have another option. But Daniel had already decided what his standard was. And this is where this becomes practical. Daniel's discipline did not begin when the temptation appeared. No. His discipline, it began when he decided what he was going to do before the temptation arrived. Are you listening? Some of us, we keep trying to make disciplined decisions in the middle of temptation. Listen to what I'm saying. Some of us, we be trying to make disciplined decisions in the middle of temptation. And that is why we keep negotiating. You said I'm not texting no more. Then loneliness arrives. Now you're tempted. And now you're negotiating. You said I'm not gonna go out here and be doing nasty stuff no more. Somehow your flesh rise up against you. And you start negotiating. You said I'm gonna save that money. Then you see something you want. And then now you are negotiating. You said, I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. And then the alarm rings. And then now you are negotiating. See, Daniel had already purposed in his heart. Daniel had already made a decision in his heart. He says, look, I'm not doing it. I'm not finna get no wine. I'm not finna eat y'all meat. I'm not doing none of this. Daniel had already said, because he was in Babylon. He was up under the king. Write this down. Discipline becomes easier when a decision has already been made. Discipline becomes easier when a decision is already made. But here is what makes Daniel's story even more powerful. In Daniel 1, it shows us the decision. In Daniel 6, it shows us what years of honoring those decisions produced. Daniel 1, right? It shows us the decision that Daniel made. Daniel 6 shows us what years of honoring those decisions produced. Years passed. And Daniel became a man of tremendous influence. Kings changed, governments changed, Daniel got older, and his responsibilities increased. And Daniel developed a real good reputation, for his excellence. When his enemies wanted to bring him down, they had a problem. They could not find corruption. They could not find anything wrong with Daniel against his work. Think about that. Daniel had built history of consistency. Then they found one place they believed they can trap him: his commitment to God. When you read about Daniel, I'm telling you, they thought they had him. See, a law had got established, right, that prohibited prayer to anyone except the king for 30 days. And the law, they came out with this law, and they told Daniel, look, I don't care about your God. You're not praying to him. You got to pray to the statue. Daniel said no. And Daniel knew the law had been signed. Now the stakes were no longer food anymore. The stakes were his life now. But Daniel went home, opened his window, got on his knees, and prayed 3 times a day. I'm just saying, just as he did before time. And that means this wasn't new to Daniel. Daniel didn't suddenly become disciplined when the lion showed up. Are you listening? He had been practicing discipline before there were any lions. You know, they threw Daniel in that lion's den, and they didn't do nothing to him. Write this down. You don't build discipline when the lions show up. You don't build discipline when the lion show up in your life. A lion, that represented the true test. That's your true test. When life is getting hard, when you in the midst of that fire, you don't build discipline when you're there. You build it in small decisions nobody thought mattered. And that's before. Daniel 1, it was food. Daniel 6, he was dealing with lions. Different pressure, same Daniel. Because every time Daniel honored his standards, he was building a history of consistency. So by the time the lion size, by the time this lion thing happened, they threw him in this cage, Daniel already knew. When I say this is my standard, I mean it. And guess what? God preserved Daniel. Yeah. And people still don't understand why these lions didn't do anything to Daniel when they put him in that den. Daniel continued to prosper. What I'm trying to get you to see is what happened before the lions. That's what I'm trying to get you to see this morning. Daniel, he became somebody whose convictions did not change every time his circumstances did. Are you paying attention? Daniel became somebody whose convictions did not change every time his circumstances did. Showed us commitment, man. In Daniel 6, it showed us the character that commitment helped build. I want to tell you this morning that confidence is built with evidence. You want to build more confidence in your life? You want to build more, you have low self-esteem? Confidence is built with evidence. Think about how trust works in a relationship. If somebody tells you, I'll be there, I'll be there for you, and they show up, your trust, it grows. Are you listening? Then say, look, I'll call you. And they call you. Trust grows. If somebody tell you right now and they say, look, you can count on me. Are you listening? And they they provide, that they could be really dependable. They can prove that they're dependable. Trust grows. Eventually, you start to believe them. Why? Because that's evidence. Now flip it. If somebody constantly says, I promise, but you repeatedly breaks the promise, eventually you stop believing them. And here is the uncomfortable question. What happens when the person is you? Are you listening? What happens when the person is you? Your mind is paying attention to your behavior. And you say, I'm going to finish this, then you quit. You tell yourself I'm changing, then you repeat the pattern. You says I'm done, then you go back. Eventually your words stop carrying weight with you. Then you really I don't even believe myself, fam. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't even get it right myself. So rebuilding confidence is not always about saying more powerful affirmations every day. Sometimes it is about giving yourself new evidence. New evidence. Write this down very quickly. We're unlocking some codes today. Hey, on this Monday morning, we are unlocking some codes today. I hope you are ready for this. Self-trust is built when your actions repeatedly agree with your intentions. I'm teaching you how to build confidence in yourself. Self-trust is built when your actions repeatedly agree with your intentions. Your actions agree with your intentions. You want to believe yourself again? Do you want to believe in yourself again? Give yourself a reason to. Give yourself a reason to. What I want to do really quickly is we are going to go into our 3 points. Great time today. If you can write, I want you to write these down this morning because it's going to be very, very powerful for you. We're getting to our 3 points this morning. Our 3 points. Definitely want you to tap that screen. We should have been at 100K by now. Definitely do me a favor very quickly. Tap that screen for me. Definitely share this live with about 5 people. We're teaching people how to build confidence this morning. I want you, starting this week, to work on this self-esteem problem, to work on this confidence issue you have in yourself. And I'm teaching you the keys to do it. I'm unlocking some things that maybe you did not know, and you apply these things to your life. You will learn how to trust yourself again. This is valuable and key for your healing. A lot of people, they don't heal because they never learn how to trust themselves again. Why? Because they never made any new evidence. All they did was say affirmations, but every promise they made to themselves, they didn't keep. Yeah. So today we're changing the game. Yeah. Point number one. Write this down. Stop making promises you have no plan to keep. Stop making promises that you have no plan to keep. I know this may seem small, and you might say, well, Mark, I'm grown. Well, if you grown, you gonna stay stuck. It's my job to help you get unstuck. Stop making promises you have no plan to keep. You think it's cool to just say with your words what you gonna do, but in reality, you really not gonna do it. You're hindering yourself. Some people are destroying their own confidence with unrealistic promises. Starting Monday, I'm working out 7 days a week. You haven't even exercised in 6 months. I think you should start with 3. I'm never eating unhealthy again. It's what you tell yourself. I say start with 1 healthy meal at a time. I'm waking up at 5 a.m. every morning, and you currently go to sleep at 2 a.m. I think you should build toward it. Sometimes we keep failing in life because we keep creating commitments for the fantasy version of ourselves. Are you listening? Instead of the person we actually are today. And then we fail and we feel guilty. And then we make another extreme promise. Are you listening? And then we fail again. And confidence, it keeps dropping in our life. All I'm saying this morning is stop. Put that in the comments for me. Stop. Stop. That's all I'm saying. That's point number 1. Stop making these promises that you have you're not going to keep. Stop. I think you should make smaller promises, then keep them. Because every kept promise, it becomes evidence. And you think that I'm just talking and you're just saying things with your words, but your nervous system hear you. You have a spirit inside that know you. You got a soul. And I keep telling you, your voice, your mouth, and what you say you gonna do, it has power. Just saying. Write this down very quickly. A small promise kept, it builds more confidence than a big promise repeatedly broken. A small promise kept builds more confidence than a big promise broken. This might be game for you fellas. You want a woman to trust you? Well, maybe keep your small promises. Stop making big promises that is too hard for you to give, even in business. I think you should make smaller promises, and whatever you do on the top, you over deliver, because if not, people will bring your business down and say that you promised them more than you could. Keep the small promises, keep them small. You do not need 20 commitments today. Are you listening? You do not need 20 commitments today. Pick one. Pick one and prove to yourself, when I say it, I do it. Do me a favor in the comments right now, and I want you to put, when I say it, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, when I say it, I'm gonna do it. Put that in the comments right now for me. When I say it, I'm gonna do it. I'm teaching you how to build confidence in yourself, not other people, in yourself. small promises that you make. When I say it, I'ma do it. If I say I'ma go to the gym, I'ma do it. People look at me and they say, Mark, why are you so confident? Because when I say it, I do it. I believe in myself, and I know that no matter how tired I get, no matter how weary I get, if Lee said he gonna do it, he gonna do it. Are you listening? This is gonna take you a long way. If you're just joining me, we're talking about I'm helping you build confidence on this Monday morning. You may not believe in yourself. You may not think that you're good enough. You may have an identity crisis right now, but I'm teaching you on how to build confidence in yourself. Point number 2, stop renegotiating with yourself in the moment. Stop renegotiating with yourself in the moment. Now, we read about Daniel earlier. He purposed in his heart. Okay? Daniel purposed in his heart. The decision was made before the pressure. So I'm telling you, stop renegotiating with yourself in the moment. Do what Daniel did. He purposed in his heart. Some of you make a commitment when you are motivated. Some of you right now, you make commitments when you feel good. When you get a little money in the bank. Some of you make commitments when you drink coffee or some type of stimulant. Some of you make commitments when you're happy. Then you renegotiate when you are uncomfortable. Are you listening? Some mornings you says, look, we getting up. Sleepy says tomorrow. Woo! I'm just saying. The focused you says, look, we saving. The impulsive you says, I deserve it. Are you following me here? The heal you says, we ain't going back. The lonely you says, maybe they changed by now. The discipline you says, finish the work. And the tired you says, do it later. Are you listening? In whichever version of you is experiencing the strongest emotion, it keeps getting permission to rewrite the standard. Are you listening? Now, those of you that is listening to me, I know something is happening to you. I know if you on this vibration with me this morning, something right now is clicking in your mind like, listen to what I'm saying. Whichever version of you that's talking and whatever version of you that gets the strongest emotion out of you, it keeps getting permission to rewrite the standard. And that is why the pattern keeps repeating in your life. Are you listening? Your standards cannot change every time your emotions do. Come on, king. Come on, queen. You are powerful. You have greatness in you. And in order to rule, in order to have real power, your standards cannot change every time your emotions do. Write this down. Write this down. Do not let a temporary feeling renegotiate a permanent standard. Appreciate that, Galaxy Sierra, the baddie. Do not let a temporary feeling, renegotiate a permanent standard. Woo, I hope you just got what I just said. There are some decisions you should not have to remake every day. I accept disrespect. I don't accept disrespect. I don't abandon myself to keep somebody. That's what you decided when you says I don't accept disrespect. You decided I don't abandon myself to keep nobody. When you decide to say, I take care of my body. I'm just saying, when you decide to say, I'm going to protect my peace. When you decide to say, I finish what I commit to. When you decide to say, I'm going to stop reopening cases that's already closed. I want you to pay attention to Daniel, man. Daniel, and the reason I brought him up, and I gave you him as an example this morning. Daniel, he did not wait until he was thrown in the lion's den to decide who he was. He had been deciding in the little moments for years. Back in my day, I'm gonna give a sidebar real quick. Back in my day, when I was super young, when I gave my life to Christ for real, I went through a season of building up virtue in myself and choosing who I really wanted to be. What I mean by that is, I went through a season of long fasting. Some years I would fast over 300 days, every day. I would fast and pray at least an hour a day. I had decided to become somebody inside of God early. And I began to build the strength up supernaturally, spiritually. I began to do the things to increase. And I had a conversation with one of my mentors. And I said, man, I just feel like I look at everybody else's life and they're free and they're not putting in as much as work as me spiritually. And you know what he told me? He says, one day you're gonna need this. And God is building you up for the day that you're gonna need the strength to survive. And I'm telling you right now, the confidence that you need, the confidence that, the confidence that you want, you better get this confidence right before something comes into your life and shake your faith and shake who you are and shake your identity. Build the strength up now. And that's what Daniel did. Point number three. Point number three. You don't need to feel confident first. Listen to me to what I'm saying real quick. Write this down. Point number three. You don't need to feel confident first. You need to become trustworthy to trust yourself again. You need to become trustworthy to trust yourself again. Are you listening? I know many of you right now, you don't trust yourself right now. Life have hit you with a bag of quarters and you messed all up. Some of you right now, you are in the position of your life where pain have made you not even trust yourself again. And I'm telling you right now, you don't need to feel confident first. You need to become trustworthy to yourself again. I didn't say trustworthy. Many people, you spend your time trying to prove yourself to everybody else but you. You need to become trustworthy to yourself again. And somebody needs this today. You keep waiting to feel different. And you say, I'll start this thing when I feel motivated. And you keep telling yourself, I'll start this thing and I will build when I feel confident to get started. Why do we tell ourselves that we will apply for something when we stop being afraid? You says, I'll leave this person. Oh, this is a good one. I'll leave when I feel strong enough to leave. Are you listening? Have anybody ever said any of this stuff before? Have anybody ever said any of this stuff before? This is some major stuff that I want to talk about. I'll leave when I feel strong enough. No. Sometimes confidence comes after the action. I am breaking the barriers of the enemy right now. He don't want you to know this. He don't want you free. He wants you bound to the person. He wants you bound to the habit. He wants you bound to the pattern. Sometimes the confidence that you think that you're going to get, it comes after the action. After you said, I'm serious. It comes, this strength and this power that you say you want, it comes after your action sometimes. You said, I'm waking up. And the alarm goes off and you get up. That's evidence. Are you listening? That's evidence. You said, I'm going to work out. You go. That's evidence. You said, I'm not calling them, and loneliness hits, and you still don't call. That's evidence. Are you listening? You said, I'm finishing this project. You get tired, you finish the project. That's evidence. You said, I'm saving money. Something catches your eye. You keep the money. That's evidence. And slowly it starts to happen in you. Your mind, from these small promises you made, you start believing in yourself again. One promise, yep, you keep that one promise, and then another, you keep that promise, and then another, you keep that promise, and then until eventually you will tell yourself, I'm going to do this, and something inside of you responds and it says, I believe you. That is self-trust. I don't know about y'all, but I feel so great this morning. Write this down. Confidence grows when your history with yourself gives you a reason to believe in your own word. Are you listening? You say that you have this low self-esteem and you don't believe. I'm giving you the keys. If you need to go back and listen to this again. Confidence, it grows when your history with yourself gives you a reason to believe your own word. I didn't say history with your friends. I didn't say history with your spouse. I said history with yourself. Are you listening? You don't have to rebuild your entire life in one day. I'm not telling you to rebuild your life today just that fast. No, I'm telling you today, this morning, just stop betraying the next promise, please. As we are closing, we're doing great with time today. I want to just have a little short moment of reflection. Okay, I want to have a short moment of reflection because you have to reflect If anybody ever asked you, if anybody ever tell you, and they come to you and they try to tell you anything deep, people question your life. Sometimes you tell them where you are, and do you ever, yes, tell them you reflect every morning on your life. A lot of people don't even realize what you do on our Monday calls. This is what therapy is all about. This is what healing is all about. This is what meditation is all about. It's about reflecting. Sometimes you're looking over your life. You got the peaceful music going wherever you are, even if you're at work. You're spending time reflecting. You find out that most people who never reflect, they don't grow because they never become aware. One of the laws in my book, the law of awareness. How can you change something you didn't never know was there? Back to it. I want you to ask yourself this morning, what promise to myself do I keep breaking? Yeah. Ask yourself, what promise to myself do I keep breaking? I want you to reflect now. This is reflection time. We got time. I've started on time. We got a little time. What promise to myself do I keep breaking? Where has my word lost credibility with me? Where has my word lost credibility with me? We are reflecting right now. If you're just now joining us, we are reflecting this morning. Another question I want you to ask yourself is, what standard do I keep renegotiating when I become uncomfortable? Ask yourself that question this morning. And we know that's one of the laws of resetting, the law of standard. But what standard do I keep renegotiating when I become uncomfortable? Am I making commitments I can realistically keep? Ask yourself that question. Am I making commitments in my life that I could realistically keep? And most importantly, what is one promise I can make today and actually keep? Not 10, not 20. What is one promise I can make today and actually keep? Just one promise. What is one promise you can keep? Maybe I will walk for 20 minutes. Those of you that have health goals, maybe I can keep this promise. Maybe I can walk for 20 minutes. Maybe I can save this amount. I will finish the task. I will not contact this person. I will read 5 pages. I will go to bed on time. I will spend 30 minutes working on my dream. Whatever your promise is, keep it. Put in the comments for me. Keep it. I want to make sure that we read the words keep it. Put that right now. You are telling your neighbor, you are telling the people on this live, you are saying, look, y'all, we got to keep it. Put that in the comments. Keep it. Because we're talking about building confidence within yourself. So many of us, we got low self-esteem. We think that we're not this, and we think that we're not that. Oh, we are crushing that today. Yeah, I'm just saying. Keep it. I see a lot of keep it's. And not because one action will transform your entire life today. No. Because we're teaching ourselves that my words matter. Put that in the comments for me. My words matter. We're teaching ourselves today that, look, my words matter. Who do it matter to? It matters to me. And when I say something, I keep my promises to myself. That is a person that is building confidence within themselves. Yeah. That is a person that is definitely growing, that's definitely going to the next level. I want to do I want to speak some things in our life this morning for sure. I want to do some affirmations this morning. I want to release some things, something we do every single day. Yeah, there's power in words. Something we do every single day. Yeah, if you're ready to speak these things, I want you to do me a favor and drop speak life in the comments. Speak life in the comments. Somebody says, I had to definitely follow you. I love all of your videos. I appreciate you, Unica. I appreciate you. Drop speak life in the comments. We are starting this Monday off with power. We're starting it off with confidence. We're starting it off the right way. Yeah, we're getting ready to go into our affirmations and releasing some things. Maybe somebody may come in right now. This might be a really good time for you to share this. And if you want to hear these later, you can always screen record and you can post these. Let me tell you the power of social media. There's millions and millions and millions and millions of views that don't even come from my page. People take valuable content and they would put my voice behind it and it goes viral. Right now, this is valuable. And many people right now, they can hear these affirmations and you can put these behind your pictures. You can put these behind your words. You can put these behind your page if you are a positive person, and it just may mess around and go viral. I'm just saying, God has a funny way. He has a really funny way of getting people's attention. Yeah. All right, we're going to go ahead and start. Repeat this after me. My word to myself matters. I'm going to say that again. My word to myself matters. I am rebuilding trust with myself. I will stop making empty promises to myself. I will start small. I will stay consistent. I will do what I said I would do. I will not let temporary feelings rewrite my standards. I do not need to be perfect. I need to be faithful. I need to be consistent. When I fall short, I will correct it. I will not quit. My actions will begin to match my words. I am building discipline. I am building character. I am building confidence. I am becoming someone I can depend on. I trust God. And with His help, I will become more faithful with what He has given me. My small decisions matter. My private decisions matter. My words matter. And today, I keep my word. Now, if you receive these affirmations this morning, I want you to comment one word today. Comment trust. If you receive this morning's message, I want you to comment the word trust. Yeah. This is your morning reset this morning. I want you to move different. I want you to choose different. Yeah. I want you to protect your peace different. Yeah. And I don't want you to forget this. Every time you break a promise to yourself, your confidence remembers. This is your morning affirmations.